All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean. We are here to review Gothic by The Red Room. If you are a fan of Lovecraft, if you're a fan of Mary Shelley, Bram Stoker, or any of the other literary horror, uh, Stephen King, um, this is your game right here. OSR Lite, very familiar D20 system, 3D6, roll your attributes. It's just like Final Frontier. It's the same mechanics, but set in a gaslight environment. This is a really great setting, Victorian, America or England. You can do it. There's a lot of material in here. This is it's black and white. There is some color. It's for effect, like some reds, but for the most part, it's black and white. Soft cover, 328 pages, illustrated. Uh, clip free art, Adobe art, and things like that. Some drawing art. The cover is quite evocative. We got our vampire. We got a guy with a lantern and a sword. A sword. Uh, this is really cool. I gave this a read last night. And this is again, another complete game. You don't have to buy anything else. Everything you need is in here. And if you're a fan of Cthulhu, but you don't necessarily like the percentage-based system, or you're a fan of Delta Green, although this is more of a 1920s, 1800s, 1890s kind of setting, but it would be easy enough to bring it into a modern setting. This is an alternative to those games. The cool thing about Cthulhu is people who love Cthulhu, they're diehards. They love that percentage-based system. But some people like me, I love the percentage-based system, but sometimes you want something that's a little easier and not as crunchy. And I think that's where Gothic fits the bill. I don't want to say it's a beer and pretzels game because I don't think the theme supports that. What I think this is this is a great game if you want an alternate campaign. Say you're playing Pathfinder and not everybody can make it in your crew. You break this out, you can spit out characters in no time. The book is relatively cheap. You can get it off of Amazon, Lulu, itch.io. There's a number of places. I'll put all the links where you can get it in the doobly-doo. It is very OSR friendly. So if you have any other OSR settings, that thematic that you feel would work in here, it's good. It's got a full bestiary with all, so a big part of this could be like the African safari hunts where things go bad, if you know what I mean. And so it's got all those crocodiles, lions, tigers, bears, oh my. But it's also got your harpies. It's got vampires. It's got the mummy. It's got Frankenstein, golems, the lamplight killer, your Jack the Ripper styles, cult leaders. It's got it all in here, man. They're all statted out with their edges and drawbacks and flaws and what they're weak to and everything. So it's a full bestiary in here, 328 pages. There's a sins and virtue system and a fear and madness system, very similar to what we're used to. One gives you bonuses, one gives you negatives. You want to try and keep one higher than the other. There's full alchemy rules in here, a full magic system, and then a whole bunch of plot hooks and random tables. I'm not joking, guys. Complete game all in one. If you are looking for something different for your group to play, this is the game. I mean, I can't say any more. A game of classic horror. You can do, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Bram Stoker's Dracula, the Wolfman, the Mummy. You can all those Bela Lugosi movies that we grew up, my generation grew up with. This is all doable. Lon Chaney, the Mummy. It's just, I mean, it's laid out really well. The character sheet follows the same pattern as all the other games. I will be reviewing the other two games in the line, but this is the Gothic character sheet. You can pause it and take a look. It's very easily done. You can buy the PDFs if you don't want to get the full book, but I mean, I think the full book is totally worth it. If you're a fan of Priestess Intermediaries games, or Pig, um, uh, you might like this. It's got the same vibe. It doesn't use the same mechanics because this is an OSR and that uses the genre division rules, but it's the same vibe. And Miguel did reach out to me and ask me to mention that because he was like, he's a big fan of PIG's games, and it's a big influence on him. So if you like the flow and the writing of Pig games, you're gonna probably like any of the Red Room games because they all follow that. And all these games, the next two more games that I review as well, will use this OSR light system. Um, um, I think I think I'm not quite sure what that is, but it is spooky looking. Um, there's a lot of cool. There's Mad Scientist and Madness, Invisibility Cloak, uh, skill checks. I mean, it's a complete game. It's that Gothic, foggy London streetlight, gaslights. That spooky. You turn the lights down low. You put some turn of the century. Some 1800s, 1890s classical violin, low key music on, and you run this. With a couple candles going in the background. And I think again, you could play a campaign with this easily. All your rules in here, all your plot hooks are in here. There's a bunch of random charts, everything you need. That's what I really like about the Red Room. This is a complete game. You don't have to buy anything else. So if you're into Gothic horror, if you're into things that go bump in the night, I think with a little tweaking and some creative, because there is alchemy and there is tinkering and everything in here, you could do uh, uh, Hellboy in this easily enough. Or even, any of your any Cthulhu adventure would port over to this just fine. Just a 1d20 system versus a percentile system. Again, solid game. I don't want to harper it too much. I'm not a huge fan of Gothic. It's not my jam. I do love Delta Green. That's more modern day. But Cthulhu, I was never a huge fan. I've never ran into a GM that runs a really good Cthulhu game. And part of Cthulhu is, you're not going to win. So that's the hard part. Oh, look, a whole section on alchemy. So if you're into that, everybody has that one player in their group that likes to tweak the rules, likes to get into it and dig in and everything. And this is the kind of game that you can do, but yet it's still easy enough that it's not highly complicated. I'm sorry, my nose itches. So yeah, I just wanted to give a quick review. I mean, we're under 10 minutes, and I think it's less is more in this case. This is a buy in my book. If you're into these games, check out the links below, and check out Gothic, a game of classic horror by Miguel Ribeiro and Silvia Clemente. I do want to say, because I really dig the cover art. The cover art was done by cover art was by Jeremy Hart. So, Mr. Hart, job well done, sir. Definitely gives me the feel of Gothic there. So, really cool cover. Check it out, guys. 328 pages, black and white, glue bound. It's going to hold up for a while. It lays flat, which is nice. And you can see it right there. I'm holding it out. You leave it on the table, the pages don't flip and flop. So, yeah, really cool game. Check it out. The Red Room. More to come from Mr. Mean. Like and subscribe as always. Use the Ko-Fi link for one-time donation. Patreon if you like what you want to support what I do. I also have a miniature painting channel, Mr. Mean Paints. Go check that out. I paint miniatures on there. I'm waiting on a new camera. My camera took a squat on me, and so I've got to buy a new camera. So if you have a good recommendation for a good miniature filming camera that doesn't cost $8,000, hit me up. Put a note down in the doobly-doo. Other than that, guys, as always, peace and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says, be nice. And a big shout out to the Red Room for sending me these books to review. Thank you so much, Miguel. And Sylvia, you're beautiful. Miguel, you're all right looking. I love you guys. Take care. Be nice.